good people? This is Ahis Anthony, an Arsenal fan on ISTV. On ISTV, I'm doing Ahis React. First game of the season, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Wasn't the game that I really wanted. I wanted us to to have pommeled Nottingham Forest. Haven't seen what Manchester City did to Burnley in the first game of the season, winning 3-0. I thought the opportunity was there for us to take them on, score at least a lot of goals, so that the goal difference, the GD, you have to keep it up because we know what's at stake due to the back end of last season. Man City toppling Arsenal towards the tail end of last season and winning the league. We don't want that to repeat itself this season. So I wanted more goals. I wanted us to score more. I think after we scored 2 in the first half, beginning of the second half, we took our legs off the gas for whatever reason, I don't know. Possibly it could be the manager's instruction, but I felt we should have just gone more. I felt we should have upped the ante. Beginning of the second half, I thought we should have just put a lot more to have even scored the third, or possibly the fourth goal, because we had it. We had the fans backing us. We are at home, and we had what it takes to have even up the game a bit. But kudos to these guys. 3 points is what is needed. 3 points on the board. First game of the season. And my positive for the game, Saka, scoring a game every time he starts. He has shown that he has what it takes. Like I saw a tweet earlier today saying possibly Saka is one of the best right winger in the world, but it's debatable. Also, in Nketiah, he started, he scores. This is the kind of thing we want in Arsenal. We want the competition. We want the competition level to really rise. Without seeing Gabriel Gabriel being injured, Gabriel being injured, and Nketiah was able to step up to see what he can do in terms of, holding the fourth. But he did well. He did a good performance, even if he didn't play 90 minutes. He was subbed up for about 70-something minutes, thereabout. But at least he scored a goal. His name was on the score sheet. And 3 points is what is important. That's another positive. Nketiah scoring. Another positive is seeing Rice blend into that Arsenal's midfield. Because during the preseason, we were a bit worried that Rice joining, is he going to blend? Is there going to be that cohesion between the already midfielders that we have in Partey, most especially? And we saw a bit of tweaking Arteta did today. I'm not that comfortable because, come on, it's Nottingham Forest. Why do you want to tweak? But I know some will argue and say what he did was right. I'm not saying what he did was wrong, but at least teams coming up against Arsenal would have to think because you don't know what Arteta will be coming up with. But it shows we have depth. It shows we have what it takes. It shows we can decide to go in different shapes and different dynamics and different tactics as compared to last season where we didn't really have that depth. And I'm really happy because 3 points is what is most important. First game of the season at times could be bananas, could be slippery for any team. Could be slippery being the first game of the season. Nerves at times come in. It's the first game. You want to impress. You want to get the 3 points and get this off. And from here, it just ticks off and it goes. So I would like to see what happens after this. But my negative of this game is, I don't know, for whatever reason, why Gabriel Magalhaes was dropped on the bench. At times, this affects the psyche of a player because Gabriel Magalhaes was very, very vital to whatever we did last season, getting qualification to the Champions League. And the first game of the season, having to start from the bench, I don't know how that would, affect him psychologically. I could imagine me being in his shoes. And I know I'm very vital to the managers, to the gaffers' tactics. And first game of the season, I'm being put on the bench to start from the bench. I don't know, my head could go crazy, like what's going on here? But that's left for the manager to decide. That's left for the manager to deal with because things like this, we need everybody. We need everybody to be on board, whether you start from the bench or you don't start from the bench. We just need everybody's input. And I know Arteta will definitely fit into that. Arteta will definitely sort that out. But that's just my negative. Another negative was when Nottingham Forest were making those changes because they saw that what the plan A they came with wasn't working and they were making those changes. It took Arteta a while before he could make those changes. And even when he made those changes, it was like for like. And this was another issue we had last season when Arteta, I am not faulting him, but it's something that I'm criticizing him with. When he fails to make changes based on the dynamics of the game. You could see Nottingham Forest, the manager of Nottingham Forest, I've forgotten his name has failed me. He saw that the plan A wasn't working and he decided to switch. He brought in Taiwo Winnie, he brought in Elanga, And you could see those changes immediately. Though Arsenal, a bit. Another problem I saw last season, sloppiness. They were sloppy. They shouldn't have considered that goal. There was no need to consider that goal. Havertz was fouled. Game on, you defend. Just play the defense and get the ball out or defend properly. Possibly they have defended properly. That goal couldn't have ended. And that was what gave the knee-jerk reaction to Arteta immediately substituting and bringing Gabriel to add to the defense line and made it the proper four at the back. But all that, if it was, for me, the issue here is if you're playing with a more dangerous team, that's an opportunity you're giving to them. A team that you've led for like how many minutes? 2-0 and they come back, it would have been disastrous. So those are just the negative. But all in all, 3 points on the board. Good way to start the season. And the next game against Crystal Palace, I hope we put in a shift. Crystal Palace, like we know, is a very dangerous place and it's Monday night under the floodlights. I just hope we'll give it a shot and get the 3 points. Also, make it 6 points, make it 2 wins, and I'll be good. Good to see you all. Listen and follow our content on ISTV, and we hope to do more of this. Thank you.